our players, everything that goes on with our university and our football program. Guys have really taken strides and really stepped up their play.
I know you hate to look back, but does yesterday show that Georgia should have been in the playoffs?
That's not enough for me to decide. Obviously, I would love to believe that yes, we should have been in it. But that's not for me to decide. The only thing we can control is just how we play this football game.
But how do y'all play in this game? I mean, how can that maybe make the perspective of y'all throughout the country?
Yeah, I mean, we want to play. Whether it was up to that or not up to that, we were going to want to play the best football game we could possibly play. So that's what we're banking on. We're here to play Texas and play the best football game we can.
Was there ever a time when you were intimidated by competition?
For me, that's not something to ever get intimidated by. That's something you kind of hope and wish for, and you think it's just going to make you better. In Proverbs, iron sharpens iron. So you want to take on that, and you just want to be the best you can be.
But even as a youth, when you were trying out for a team or you knew you had to beat out somebody for a job, was there anything ever in your mindset? It's like, I got to go against that guy? Because now, obviously, at this level, nothing seems to intimidate you.
I mean, you just gotta be comfortable in your own skin and know what you do well, what you don't do well, and just try to do what you do well better than the other guy. I love being able to compete. The opportunity that I've been given, I just try to come out and be the best I can be.
Was there anybody when you were young who worked with you, counseled you in that area?
Gosh, I think it honestly just comes from my faith. I think it comes from my family, the way I was raised, and just a lot of things, I guess, growing up. But I definitely have to say that my faith, my parents growing up, and my family.
I know you were asked about this obviously many times, like most of these questions, but Jacob left, Justin's the transfer thing, he might leave. Do you have any just thoughts on that? That here these kids keep coming trying to beat you out, you're still number one.
I'm not. It's not like a hey, high five to me moment. I want the best for both those guys. I wish both those guys have extreme success in their careers, and they go out and play a lot of football. It's not for me to want to try to make anybody leave or anything like that. I just want nothing but the best for those guys.
Was it tough to maintain friendships at all during the season with both those guys?
No, I think the team mentality that everybody has kind of coming in. Guys are really bought in, and it really makes it pretty easy throughout the season.
Jake, to piggyback on what he was saying, the spring would seem like instead of, I'm sure your mindset would be to compete for the job like you always do, but you'll be in a more settled situation in the offense, and with young guys behind you, what would that be like for you, do you think?
Next spring? I think it's just an opportunity for me to go in, lead, and try to take this team to a whole nother level, and be in a different situation next year. But that's then. Right now, I'm focused on right now. Haven't really thought a whole lot about it. So I'm in the now, trying to play Texas and beat Texas.
You're going to play in the house of Brees. Have you met him and talked to him?
No, I've never met Drew, and I'm excited to play in the Superdome and compete and play at the highest level I can.
Does Coach Chaney ever talk about?
Oh yeah, Coach Chaney talks about him all the time, and just how well of a player he was, and just hopefully I can play the best I can, and hopefully be on his level one day.
Do you think there's a comparison between the two? Do you think it's a fair comparison, or
I would love to be able to be compared to Drew Brees, and he's a great football player. The way he attacks the game, hopefully one day I can be up to that level.
Did what he the trend in the NFL towards you don't have to be 6'5" guys that give you hope for your program?
I mean that definitely helps the mindset and what he's been able to accomplish in his career. So hopefully it kind of trickles down to myself, and hopefully I can play the best I can.
Is there anything in particular he says about Drew to you, like any particular memories or anything like that?
Yeah, I think the way both of us kind of attack the game and the middle aspect of it, I'm sure both of us kind of look similar in stature, but the way we attack the game mentally and really focus on the opponent and our own schemes.
Jake, when you look at how the offense has produced this year in terms of, I think you guys are passing 50 yards more per game, scoring nearly 40 a game, and the amount of guys you have coming back for next year, kind of, what's the mindset you think in terms of where the offense can go?
I think the offense can definitely open up and just get to a whole new level. I think we had extreme success this year, scoring points, throwing the ball, running the ball. So hopefully we can just take it to a whole new level. It's going to be amazing to see what we can do with the talent we have in the backfield and out wide. So hopefully I can just be the best I can, go in and work, and just try to open it up as much as I can for Coach Jake.
How quick do you know when you got something, and how quick do you know when you made a mistake?
What, out there on the field? Man, sometimes you know when you got it. It's as soon as the ball leaves your hand, and it could be the same way the other way. As soon as the ball leaves your hand, you're like, knowing it's a bad one. But I like to think that I don't throw too many bad ones. Hopefully you don't get that feeling too many times in the game. So it's something you kind of pretty much know as soon as the ball leaves your hand if it's going to be good or bad.
Jake, what's it meant to play behind this offensive line for the last 2 years?
What's that?
What's it meant to play behind this offensive line?
Wow. Man, those guys are big, physical, great group of guys. It's definitely helped me a whole lot in my college football career. So the way Coach Pittman gets those guys prepared to play, the way Lamont has led those guys, Andrew stepped up, getting able to play with Isaiah Wynn last year. All those guys are great football players, guys who not only great football players, but great guys as well. And the way they lead those rooms and the way they've kind of got this offense line to where it is now, I'm just extremely thankful to be a part of that.
You get to rotate guys in and out at times this year, injury, everything else. Is there always a faith in Coach Pittman that whoever goes in can do the job?
Yeah, absolutely. Faith in him, faith in his recruiting, and the way they go to work every day. Those guys that they get after it, and they're all big group of guys, and guys who go to work. So it's nothing to really worry about. You just trust the process and move on.
Jake, what's it like playing with running backs like Swift and Holyfield, and how does that help your game?
Yeah, it helps the offense everywhere. We definitely compliment each other. They compliment each other, and it just helps me along. As long as we get in the running game kind of set up, it definitely helps getting the pass going. So we definitely bounce each other back off and forth, and it definitely helps.
Jake, Texas secondary was on Jake. Anybody in the SEC playing similar schemes?
I kind of see like a little bit of Kentucky in it, and the way you kind of approach it, and I definitely think that, and but they're going to play well, and can't wait to play them.
Jake, some teams you've seen, some they kind of mix up.
Yeah, they definitely mix it in here and there, and so that's just something you just have to be prepared for. Something we've been working in all week, and just have to just be well prepared, and I think we've done a good job of doing that.
Are you getting hydrated?
I guess so. Yeah, I got a couple of them in now.
I want to ask you. Obviously, you've had a great season, statistically a great year period. How much of any would you credit just Justin Fields' presence to keeping the competitive fires roaring all the time? Did that have anything to do with your improvement in your play, your performance this year? Or perhaps could it have hindered it somehow?
Well, I definitely think competition anywhere is just going to make you play better. But also, for me, it really doesn't matter who's in that room. I'm going to try to strive to be the best I can be, regardless, and always striving to be the best. Make every single throw out there at practice. But definitely, both of us kind of competed and did a great job of kind of making each other show up to practice and want to be the best we can be each other at practice. So it definitely helps, and I think hopefully I can have the same success next year.
Did you ever feel like you put too much pressure on yourself, like maybe early on, or what? It seemed like you got better as the season went on, but maybe that's just natural progression.
I don't know. That's just something I'll probably look at after the season. I hadn't really thought much about it. I'm just here trying to beat Texas.
Your best game was Florida when you had every snap. Was that any accident?
I have no idea. I mean, I suppose it was the game plan, but I was there. I was playing football, not really thinking a whole lot about it. Just trying to go out, make each throw, make each check, and be the best I can for my teammates.
There wasn't any come Jesus move, whatever, in the bye week or leading up to that, saying, all right, look, don't worry about this, don't look over your shoulder, just play.
No, it's just go to work and be a football player and play football.
So I know that the tight ends aren't a position that racks up all the receiving yards, but when you're able to throw them and have that other option, how exciting does that make you as a quarterback to say, okay, I can throw to Isaac in this 2-minute drill, bang, 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 or...
Yeah, absolutely, definitely helps, especially the plays he made in the SEC championship game. And I think all the tight ends really don't get a whole lot of credit on this football team, but they do an incredible job blocking. Nobody really sees it, nobody really notices it, but they do a really, really good job. And especially in the 2-minute, talking about Florida, the 2-minute series of Florida, they definitely help. They really do a really good job, and it definitely helps me, kind of give me a little security blanket.
I know you talk plenty of trash on the field, but social media-wise, you're pretty conservative. On the flip side, some of your teammates last night kind of calling out the college football playoff committee. Any more pressure to back those guys up and prove you guys, at least perception-wise, you're part of that Final Four?
Yeah, it is what it is. That was said, but we're just going to control what we can control. We're going to go out and play this football game, try to play the best we can. That's all we can do at this point. And I'm sure all the guys in this room, want to play for each other and want to play great. So that's what we're going to do, and hopefully play a good football game on New Year's Day.
You got any good Coach Chain stories you can share with us?
Gosh, there's too many to tell. Too many to tell, that's for sure.
You guys are saying he swears a lot.
I know you get tired.
He does a couple times.
I know you get tired of being the poster boy for the quarterback transfers, but does that competitive, does it ever manifest itself in does it ever get personal, or do quarterbacks hang out together like the offensive linemen?
It's unique. It just depends on every quarterback room. It can be different. And
how was yours?
How was ours? It was good. We went into work every day. There was no fights. There was no arguments. Guys got along really well. I think guys kept a team mentality and wanted to do the best for the team. So that's what we were trying to do. We were trying to be the best football team we can be, and that's the way we kind of kept it throughout the entire season.
Can you talk about one of the great assets of this offense is just having so many playmakers, so many different people who probably deserve to get the ball in their hands, but not everybody does. Can you appreciate Jim Chaney and James Coley just trying to, getting the ball to tight ends, getting the ball to the wide receivers, getting the ball to making sure DeAndre gets enough, Elijah gets enough, Jake gets enough, right?
It sounds great in theory, but yes, we do have a lot of playmakers, but that doesn't necessarily go through their head. They're not worried about, hey, did this guy touch the ball enough? This guy touched the ball. They're worried about winning a football game, and that's kind of really all there is to it. They're worried about winning a football game, putting the best players they can in this situation to make the best play they can. So that's what they're worried about. It sounds great in theory, that everybody is getting a little bit of some, but guys are supposed to be bought into the team and really want nothing but the best for the team. So we're just trying to be the best we can on offense, with the pieces we think are right, and that's all we can do.
Jake, I haven't crunched the numbers, but I imagine if you don't throw 40% completion or something, you probably set the program record for completion percentage this season. Is that a goal? Did you have a certain number you were shooting for in that regard?
You definitely want it to be as high as you can. Hadn't really thought a whole lot about it. I don't know any of the special numbers about it. I just trying to, I always like to pride myself on being efficient. I think being efficient is an important part of this position, and just trying to, take care of the things you need to take care of with the least amount of, possibilities, So I just want to be efficient and be the best I can be.
Terry is telling us that you guys, you're like another coach on the field. You see the plays before they're happening. What's going on? Do you, Jim, just the two of you, ISO, just to get together and kind of hash out a game plan or talk about things?
I think, all of us, with the offensive staff, do a good job of understanding, what's going on to this game plan, what we're doing, and we definitely try to make it clear, hey, versus this look, we're doing this, and this look, during this. So, I definitely have a pretty good idea of what's going on out there at the game, and just trying to put all of our guys in the best position to succeed. So, that's my job as quarterback, and hopefully I can do the best I can.
What did the LSU game do for you guys, change you guys?
mean, I definitely kind of showed us where we're at, and understand that, we weren't quite as good as we thought we were at that point in time and how much better we needed to get. And it was important for us. I think it was kind of a turning point in our season and kind of led us into the bye week and said, hey, let's go there and let's go get a lot better. And I think we did that, moving forward.
As the quarterback and certainly the perceived leader in any football team, do you feel it was your role to sort of take charge? Did you say anything to guys after that game or a couple of weeks after?
I think everybody kind of wants to hear about the whole Rah-Rah, get together, let's go do this. But
I'll wait for it to happen.
What's that?
If it happens.
Yeah. But yes and no. I mean, we definitely came together as a team. We had a players-only team meeting. Guys spoke their mind. I spoke my mind. But we're coming in, and I think the biggest part of that was, hey, let's go to work. And I think guys bought into that. That's what we did during that bye week. That's what we've continued to do every week since then. And hopefully it's going to pay off for us this game.
What was the general message when you spoke your mind?
I can't remember right now. That was a long time ago. I'm here at the Sugar Bowl trying to beat Texas.
You were upset.
I mean, I'm sure I was a little bit.
Jake, who's the two strongest guys on your team physically?
The two strongest guys? Man, pound for pound, Elijah is definitely up there. And there's Elijah right there. Elijah, who are the two strongest guys on the team? I said you, pound for pound. Who's the other guy?
I would say me and Ben probably strongest.
Yeah.
But I like to take myself over.
Jake, as you wrap up your second year, what are the biggest improvements you've made? And what do you think you still have to grow?
Man, that's a good question. That's a good after the season assessment question, and I hadn't quite got there yet, but I don't know. I think I've come a long way. I've gotten a lot better on third down, and preparing on third downs, seeing what they're seeing, taking what they're giving me. Done a lot better job of being efficient, completing more balls, and I don't know. Hopefully I can keep making strides on that. Get even better on third down. Hopefully next year open up the normal down and distance passing game. Get the ball moving a little bit more. You can always be more efficient on big shots early in the games and on normal down and distance. So a lot of things going in, and hopefully I can just improve my game the best I can.